Good morning. Hi, can everybody hear me? Happy Saturday. It is so beautiful out. Can't wait to take a nice long walk with the pups. Good morning. I'm Katie, and this is a 45-minute yoga flow with 171 Cedar Arts. And yeah, we'll start with a nice grounding warm-up, get into some movement, and with some restorative, relaxing poses and set you on about your day. Before we get started, I did want to let you know that 171 is kicking off some really awesome classes. I myself will be teaching a Wednesday lunch break yoga, so it'll go from 12 to 12:45, and then Saturday yoga will be very similar to class today, but I am going to bring in a little chakra balancing, just tell you a little bit about what that is. So it'll actually be an hour flow, and I'm also teaching some vegetarian cooking classes because I'm also a vegetarian chef. So check those out. They actually start next week. And without further ado, let's flow. So find a comfortable seat. Can be cross-legged. I am sitting on a blanket if you have one nearby, or a pillow or a couch cushion. It's really great to just put it on the back of the sits bones. It gives you a little ledge, and that way your hips are above your knees. Come into this seat. Hands can rest on the thighs. Palms can rest towards the ceiling. Close the eyes. Begin to simply turn your awareness to your body. Feel the parts of your legs and sits bones on the earth. Spine is long, out of the ground. Shrug the shoulders up to the ears. Let them melt down the back. Feel the crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling. Turn your attention towards your breath. Notice the sensation, both how it feels and sounds as you inhale through the nose and exhale. Gently flutter the eyes open. Hello. So we'll start with some gentle movement, just simply rolling the neck back and forth, side to side. Eyes can be open or closed. If it feels good, you can go all the way around, moving mindfully. If you are doing the full neck circles, let's switch directions. Do one more. Coming to neutral. Shrug the shoulders up towards the ears, melt them down the back. Continue this. Find one more, and then go the opposite direction. And last one this way. This time we'll inhale the arms up overhead. Take the right arm, grab the left ear, left arm extends out to your side, and just play with this stretch on the side of the neck, reaching those left fingertips out to the side, perhaps forward and back. Closing the eyes here for just a moment. Breathing into any sensations that come up. And gently let this go. Hands come up overhead, finding this on the opposite side. So left arm reaches for right ear, right arm extends out. Closing the eyes for a moment. And letting this go. Good morning for those of you just joining us. I'm Katie and this is a 45-minute yoga flow. Just please come find a seat and we're going to continue on. So whichever leg is in front, you're going to bring it up. Just cradle it side to side. Give the hip a little love. Gently set that down. The leg that was behind comes up. Give it a little love. And then just like that, this new leg comes in front, changing the cross of our legs. Staying here. Hands, palms on the thighs. We'll do some seated cat-cow. So inhale, chest lifts, chin lifts. Exhale, spine rounds, chins tucks to chest. Inhaling up, lifting, and exhaling, curling forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, gaze in the chest. Exhale, curling forward. Spend 3 more of these with your breath, your body. Last one. Coming to neutral. And then we'll just do a little side to side. There's no technical name for this. I call it the arm flop twist. Just helping to wake up the spine, giving the arms a little movement. It's great for twisting and stimulating digestion. I'm the only one that looks weird because I'm on camera, so just do what feels good. Find a couple more rounds on each side, and then we'll come back to stillness. Coming over to hands and knees, we'll actually find a wide leg child's pose. So knees are as wide as the mat, toes touch, sinking back, arms melt forward, forehead goes to the mat, closing the eyes here. Staying here, gently walk the hands over to the right. Staying in that wide-legged child's pose. Coming back through center. Walking the arms over to the left. Feeling that stretch on the opposite side. And then when you feel even on both sides, coming back through center, meeting at hands and knees. We'll do a couple rounds of cat-cow here. So inhaling, arching the spine. Exhale, round. Inhaling. Exhale. One more. Finding a neutral spine. Hands under the shoulders. Hips over the knees. On an inhale, we'll extend the right arm up and out, getting a nice stretch on the right side of the body. Exhale, brings it forward through the left arm. So inhale, up, reach, extend. Exhaling under the left arm. Inhale, extends. Exhale, reaches. Find two more. Extending. Reaching, last one, and coming back up, neutral spine, find this on the opposite side. So left hand goes up, extends, stretch, exhale, under the right arm. Inhale, exhale. I had a yoga teacher once say this was reaching under the bed, so I always think about that. Exhale, and how it's not really fun to reach under your bed. Inhale, exhale, two more. Inhaling, stretch. Exhaling, reaching. Inhale, stretch. Last one. And exhale. Coming back through neutral spine. We will extend the right leg out behind us, kicking it over, setting that foot down in line with the knee, coming up. Exhale, extend over the extended leg, and then coming over, left hand plants, right arm reaches up, finding a line of energy from the tips of the fingers to the toes. You can be looking down at your hand, straight ahead, or even up if you want a little more opening in the chest. Staying here for 3 more breaths, feeling this luxurious stretch on the side of the body. One more deep inhale, and exhale, coming back, hands and knees. Pausing with a neutral spine, we'll find this on the opposite side. So, left leg extends out, kicking over, coming up, arms up overhead, stretching over the extended leg, and then cartwheeling it over to the right side, getting that long line of energy from the tips of the fingers all the way down to the toes. Again, gaze can be at the ground, forward, or towards the ceiling for an additional stretch. So opening the chest and the side of the body. Three more deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Last one, deep breath in. Exhale it out, coming forward to hands and knees. You do a cat pose. Actually, that's cow. Cat and cow, just to reset the spine. Finding a neutral spine, tucking the toes, splaying out the hands as far as the fingers goes and toes. Palm of the hand roots into the floor, reach those hips back, finding downward dog. Staying here, walking out those feet, stretching the hamstrings, perhaps bending the knees, getting a long stretch through the spine. Taking 3 more breaths to find stillness here. And at the end of your 3rd exhale, come forward to plank pose. So here, legs are strong. We're on the ball of the top of the foot. Arms are still splayed out. Those hands are like as far as the fingers can go, so the palm of the hand can root in the ground. Arms are strong out of the ground. Core is engaged. Legs are strong. 3 deep breaths here. After the end of the 3rd exhale, we'll push back to downward dog. And then inhale to plank. Exhaling back to downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhaling downward dog. 3 more times, inhaling to plank. Exhaling to dog. Last one. Meeting in downward dog. We'll bend the knees, gaze forward, walk to the top of the mat, pulling our shirt down, and exhaling forward fold. Bending the knees, letting the chest hang over the thighs, shaking the head yes and no. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, coming up with bent knees and a flat back. And exhale, hands at the heart center. So here we'll find our Tadasana pose. Feet are hip distance apart. Pick up all 10 toes, lay them down one at a time. Engage the 4 corners of the feet. Engage the muscles of the legs. Tuck the tailbone. Shoulders come up and back. Arms splay open. Heart lifts. Crown of head reaches towards the ceiling. From this rooted base, we'll inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale, hands at the heart. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Close the eyes. Pause here. Check in with your body, your breath. How we doing? Okay. So now we'll inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank pose. Exhaling, downward dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, back to dog. Inhale, coming forward to plank. From here, we will put the left forearm down. You can do down or the left hand down. We're going to come into a side plank. So forearm plank, full plank. You can also put the left knee down, half plank, full plank. Yeah, I'm not even doing forearm plank. Side plank here. Focus on reaching the hips to the ceiling. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. Coming back through plank. Exhaling, downward dog. And now we're going to the other side. So inhale to plank. Coming up on that right arm, edge of right foot, or right knee can come down. Coming up through your side plank. Wherever you are, focus on hips reaching towards the ceiling. Strong arms, strong core, strong legs. We'll be here for 3, 2, and 1. Coming down the plank, back to downward dog, and resting in a wide leg child's pose for 5 full breaths. Coming up, pushing back to downward dog, bending the knees, gazing forward, walking the feet to meet the hands, folding into a deep forward fold. Pick up the feet, and actually we're going to put the hands under the feet so toes can go right to the wrists, just to get a little bit of an extra stretch through the back. Oh, and it feels so good on your wrists. Letting go of those hands. Coming up halfway. Exhaling back to that forward fold. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Meet together in Tadasana. From here, we're going to do the floppy arm twist again. So legs are strong, top of the body is just going along for the ride. Again, there's no fancy word for this pose, but it does help stimulate digestion and just kind of helps loosen up the body. You can go fast and then slow it down. Adding a few more twists, floppy arm twists from side to side. Finding stillness here. Tadasana. So we're going to do a few standing poses, a little standing balancing pose. So let's work on, we'll shift our weight into the right leg. So this will be our standing leg. Left leg comes out in front, and it's going to be just bending the right knee, tapping the toes down, standing up, bending that knee. Left leg goes over to the side, coming up. Toes go behind you and up, and then cross behind you and up. So toes are just tapping down. We go front, side, back, cross. Ready? We'll inhale, extend. Exhale, bend, tap front. Inhale, bend, tap side. Bend, tap back. And bend, tap cross. Ready? We'll do 3 rounds of this. So in your own breath, front, side, back, cross. Front, side, back, cross. Last round. Front, side, back, and cross. Coming back, shaking it out. Find your Tadasana. We'll do that on the other side. So weight shifts to the left leg. That'll be your standing leg. Right leg comes out. Do one kind of slow round together to get ready. Front, side, back, cross. Okay, let's do 5 of these together. Front, side, back, cross, front, side, back, cross, front, side, back, cross. 2 more, right? Front, side, back, cross. Last one. Front, side, back, and cross. Bringing that foot to meet the other, finding your Tadasana. Pausing here for a moment, feeling strong, hopefully balanced. You'll shift the weight into that right leg again. Left leg comes up, and very, very, very slowly, with control, bring it back, 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 finding your warrior one. Coming up, hips straight forward, like headlights. Front knee is bent, left leg is back behind you. There's a tendency, because the foot is flat, for the hips to go like this. So focus on alignment of the feet, where your back foot can be at 10 or 2, it's your left foot, so you're going to be at 10 o'clock. Right knee is bent, and the hips are shooting forward. So once you have this strong base, we'll inhale, arms up, legs lengthens, exhale, leg bends, cactus arms. Inhale, up, extend, and exhale, bend, cactus arms. 5 of these together. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. 3 more. Last one. Exhale, inhale, leg lengthens, arms come to the hips. Take the back leg and walk it out, so probably maybe a foot. We're going to fold forward, so this will be different for everyone. So from here, maybe walk the back foot forward a little bit. When you feel strong, legs are straight. Inhale, extend. Exhale with a flat back. Micro bend in the front knee. Fold forward. Wherever your edge is, you'll feel this in the right hip. I do. You just come to where you can comfortably be, feel sensation, but again, no pain. And stay here, your edge, for 5 more deep breaths. Coming up, when you're ready, slowly, slowly, slowly. Inhale the arms up, and exhale, feet back together, finding Tadasana. Again, just staying here, maybe wiggle it out. That was a lot on one side. We're going to go to the opposite side. So weight shifts into the opposite leg. So we started on our right, so we're moving to our left. Right knee comes up, and slowly, with control, letting go, extending that leg back, coming to warrior one. So again, front knee is bent, knee is over ankle, back leg is at 2 o'clock, the foot is flat and going out like that. You want to think about being on railroad tracks so your hips are actually pointing forward. You find your strong base, inhaling, arms up. Exhaling here, we'll inhale, extend that leg. Exhale, bending the arms, bend the knee. Inhaling, extend, and exhaling, bend. 5 more. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale, I lost count. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, exhale, last one. Inhale, exhale. Inhale brings us up. Hands plant on the hips. Shoot that back leg out so there's a little more room, possibly walking it in depending on your body. We'll inhale, extend. Exhale, micro bend in that front knee, folding over that leg. Again, focusing on a flat back and hips, trying to remain as neutral and forward facing as possible. Finding your edge, your comfort, and taking 5 deep breaths. Coming up slowly, stepping that foot forward, shaking it out if you want to, I do. Okay, so now we'll extend the legs out to 10 and 2, probably each one a foot or 2 outside of hip distance. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, goalpost arms, legs bend. Inhale brings us up. Exhale, bend. Inhale and exhale. 5 more of these. Reaching up and bending. Last one. Inhale, coming up. Walking the toes, feet and toes in to about a little wider than hip distance. Toes are at 10 and 2. We'll inhale the arms up. Exhale, coming down, do a squat. Finding your edge again. It could be here, could be here, could be here, could be lower. This is my edge. 3 deep breaths here. Last breath. And an exhale sits us down. Coming to a extended leg seat. Getting the flesh of the bum out of the way so you can really root down through your sits bones. Engage the legs. Toes point towards the nose. From here, inhale the arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Finding your edge. Hands can rest on the ground. You can reach for the toes, the shins. Closing the eyes, going inward. We'll inhale, focus on the crown lengthening towards the toes, and on the exhale, the knees to the nose, or nose to the knees. 5 deep breaths here. Coming up, extending the arms behind you, lifting the chin and chest, and then coming back, bending the knees, the soles of the feet touch, finding, excuse me, wherever your spot is along this way. I have tight hamstrings but super bendy hips, so I can go pretty close. So find the spot where, again, sensation, no pain. When you get there, you can grab onto the toes, the ankles, the shins, extend on an inhale, exhale, tipping forward, finding your edge. If you're bendy, you can, what's the word I'm looking for? Press the elbows against the knees just for even more of a hip opener. So we're folding over this cobbler's pose. Perhaps the elbows are pressing against the knees to open the hips even further. Closing the eyes, finding your edge where sensation meets a little bit of luxurious comfort. And stay here for 5 deep breaths. Just as before, you can focus on the inhale, extending the crown forward, and the exhale, the knee goes, in this case, towards the toes. 4 more deep breaths here. At the end of your 4th exhale, slowly coming out of this, extending the arms behind you, opening the chest, chin raises towards the ceiling, and coming out of this, bending the knees, feet flat on the ground. We'll make our way to our backs. Maybe hugging the knees into the chest, rolling around on the low back and sacrum. Making sure to switch directions, just going back and forth. Eventually finding stillness. Feet meet the ground, knees are bent. Right leg comes and crosses over the left knee. We'll find a thread the needle pose. The left leg lifts, can grab the back of the left thigh, the shin. Again, if you're super bendy in your hips, you can even thread the right elbow and push against the right knee while simultaneously pulling the left leg and shin. So you have this left leg comes in while right hip extends, just kind of getting a really great stretch in that right hip. Finding stillness here. And then gently rocking over, finding a twist in this thread the needle pose. So the right sole of the right foot meets the ground, left leg meets the ground. Left arm can come over the right hip. Right arm extends out. Gaze can go over those right fingertips. Closing the eyes. And slowly over the next breath or two, opening the eyes, coming back to central, bringing the feet along for the ride, hugging the knees into the chest, and setting the feet down so we can find all that on the opposite side. So left leg comes up, ankle crosses over right knee, right leg comes up, finding your grip, back of the thigh, shin, going further, left elbow presses against left knee for even more opening as you pull the shin towards you, getting a really deep stretch in that left hip. And then slowly letting go of wherever your grasp was on your leg, planting the left foot inside of right leg down. Left arm goes out, left gaze follows. Right arm can be really wherever it's comfortable, draped over your body, out to the side, closing the eyes, enjoying this twist. And slowly over the next few breaths, coming out of this, hugging the knees into the chest, rocking a little back and forth, up and down the spine, and then finding Shavasana. So legs hang heavy on the ground, eyes closed, arms are at the sides, palms face the ceiling. Relax the entire body. Relax the top of the head, eye sockets, temples, nose, cheeks, mouth, jaw, throat, collarbone, shoulders, arms, wrists, fingers and hands, side body, chest, spine, hips and thighs, knees, shins, calves, ankles, tops of the feet, soles of the feet, and toes, all relaxed. Start to bring some awareness back to your body, to the room you're in. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Wiggle the fingers and toes, rolling out the wrists and ankles. And slowly in your own time. Rolling over to the right side, perhaps making a pillow under your right temple and finding a seat. Let's shrug the shoulders up to the ears, mouth and down the back. Inhale the arms up overhead, exhaling, pausing at the forehead, closing the eyes, thanking yourself for taking the time for yourself this morning. Namaste. Well, thank you guys for joining me this morning. I'm Katie, and that was a 45-minute yoga flow with 171 Cedar Arts. And as I mentioned, if you might have missed earlier, I'll be teaching some great yoga classes on Wednesdays and Saturdays, with also a restorative yoga workshop the last Friday in May, and some awesome cooking classes. I'll actually start doing calling it a brunch bunch. So I'll do a vegetarian brunch cooking class just an hour after Saturday's yoga class, and getting into some seasonal vegetarian cooking. We'll actually talk about a produce item in season, tell you a little bit about, just talk about it a little bit and cook with it. So that's a lot after we just did this awesome yoga practice, but please check it out. They're doing so many awesome things, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. It's so beautiful outside. Okay, bye.